Welcome to CAD Voyager. Today we are going to see about spline command. We can access this command through the command shortcut SPL, or you can select it from the drop down text bar in the draw toolbar. There are two types of spline. They are fit and control vertex. First, we are going to see about spline fit method. Type SPL in command line. After entering SPL, you can notice that the currently loaded settings will be displayed in the command line. It shows method, fit and not square root. If you want to change any of these settings, you can change here, or you specify the first point. Then it will ask for the next point. You can specify it in the window. You can select as many points as you need. In this method, you can notice that the deviation will be up to the first point. If you select how many points also, that doesn't matter. It will affect up to the first point in a minor level. In this command, you cannot see any mismatch within the point you have selected. The drawn spline will be completely passed through the point you have picked. In this command also, you can find the close option. If you use the close option, it will directly terminate the command and it will form a closed spline. The spline can be modified at any time after drawing it. You can modify it by selecting it and changing the vertex of the spline. The spline also gets changes. Now we are going to see how to draw a spline with chord length. For that, first type SPL and press enter. Then in the displayed settings, select the knots or type K and enter. Then it asks to choose the knot parameters. In this option, select the chord or type C and press enter. Now the chord will be activated. Then it asks to specify the first point. After specifying the first point, it asks to specify the second point. Now you can specify as many points as you need. Then finally I am terminating this command by giving close. The chord length is nothing but a value less than the diameter of a arc or any circle. Now we are going to draw another spline with uniform as a parameter and method as fit. For that, you can type SPL and press enter. Then in the displayed option, you can select knot or type K and press enter. Then in the displayed option, you can select uniform or type U and press enter. Now the uniform is activated. Now it asks to specify the first point. After specifying the first point, it asks to specify the next point, and you can specify as many points as you need. According to the selected point, the variation will be carried out throughout the spline. Again, I am terminating this command by selecting close. Now a closed spline is drawn. Now we are going to see how to draw a spline using CV method. CV is nothing but control vertex. In this method, the spline never passes through the points we have specified. The exceptional points are the start point and end point. Otherwise, it never passes through the point you specified. Now, first type SPL and enter. Then, in the displayed settings, choose the method or type M and press enter. In the displayed option, you can select the CV or type CV and press enter. Now the control vertex is activated. Now it is asking to specify the start point. After specifying the start point, it is asking the next point. You can specify as many points as you need. A spline will be drawn accordingly. Here the drawn spline will be more smoother when compared to the fit method. I am terminating this command by giving close. You can also modify the spline after drawing it using the control vertex. Now we are going to see what is the use of degree in this command. First type SPL and press enter. Then in the displayed option select degree or press D and enter. Now the current degree will be displaying over there. I have typed 1 as degree. In this condition, it will only draw a sharp corner edges. It will not draw any smooth corner edges. It will only consider the currently specified point. It is the number of point object to be considered for plotting the spline. Now it has to specify the first point. After specifying the first point, it has to specify the next point, and you can specify as many points as you need. I am just terminating this command by pressing enter, and we are going to see another example of degree by giving 3 as a value. Now in this case it will consider the 3 points including the currently specified point. For this, first type SPL and press enter. Then in the displayed option choose degree or press D and enter. Then give 3 as the value for degree. In this command, degree directly proportional to the smoothness of the curve. If you give more degree, the smoothness of the curve will be also high. But at the same time, it needs more adjustment to bring it to the shape we required. Now it has to specify the first point. Then after specifying the first point, it has to specify the next point. Likewise, you can specify as many points as you need. You can notice that up to the 3 point from the currently specified point, the variation will be carried out. Before that, no variation will be there in the spline. Now I am terminating this command through close. It forms a closed spline. Now we are going to see how to modify an existing object to a spline. Only polyline object can be converted to a spline. The modified object will be in CV type spline. For this we required a polyline first. So I am going to draw a polyline first. After that type SPL and press enter. Then in the displayed option choose object. Then it has to specify a polyline. After selecting a polyline, it will directly convert it into a CV type spline. Now we are going to see how to give tolerance for a spline. For that, first type SPL and press enter. Then in the method you choose fit type. Specify the first point. Now you can change the tolerance by choosing the tolerance from the option, or you can type L and press enter. Then in tolerance I am entering 5 as the value. If the tolerance increases, the smoothness of the curve also will increase, but we cannot get the exact image what we required. So these are all the drawback while changing the tolerance. Now you can specify as many points as you need. It also has another setting, tangency. For specifying end tangency, you can select end tangency, or you can also type T and press enter. Now it is asking for end tangency. Only a open spline can have tangency. After specifying tangency also, you cannot see any difference. Only you can see difference while extending it. So for showing this difference, I am going to draw another spline without tangency. After this, for extending purpose, we are going to draw some lines. After this, we are going to use extend command to extend the spline we have drawn already. While extending the spline without tangency, it goes in the same direction. But while extending the spline with tangency, it is not going in the straight line. If we zoom it, we can see the difference. So this is the use of the tangency. Also there is start tangency. In the same way we can give start tangency also. The start tangency can be given only at the time of specifying the first point. These are all the settings available in the spline command. Please like our video if you find it helpful. Share with your friends who are interested in learning AutoCAD. And if you have any doubt regarding this video, please comment it. Subscribe our channel to get the regular updates. Thank you.